Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popping the Popcorn. I'm your host, Katie, and today I have one of my really good friends, and he's also a co-host on the Grand Circle Tour, Captain Stan Solo. How you doing, Stan?
Hang on, Katie. Hang on, I'm coming. Hang on. I'm putting the butter on the popcorn yet. Just wait, I'll be right there. Okay, have I got my popcorn ready? You told me we're gonna be popping popcorn. I'm ready to go. What type of popcorn did you bring?
I have just regular movie theater butter popcorn.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best. Yes, gotta get the movie theater butter popcorn when you're on the Popping the Popcorn show with Katie. I'm happy to be here. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm happy you're here. It's actually your first time. Jay's mostly on here, so I call him as like my second co-host. Him and my friend Brianna, I call them like my second co-hosts.
Jay's on all the time. He's basically your co-host.
Yeah, basically. Without having the official title of a co-host.
Yeah, exactly. I do have a request though.
What's your
It's
request?
Tuesday. It's what time is it? We're recording a Tuesday afternoon, and it's my day off, and I'm missing Hallmark movies right now because I'm talking to you. So we can't go that long, okay?
Okay.
I gotta get back to my Hallmark movies. It's snowing outside. It's a beautiful day to sit there and watch Hallmark movies.
It's actually cold here today too. It's like 69 out today, so I have a blanket on under like as I sit here on the computer because it's just cold for me.
Oh, it's
But I know
actually really, it's super nice here today. The sun is shining. It's crazy bright. It's 1 degree above freezing. It's 1 Celsius outside.
and I've never seen snow, so
You never seen snow?
no.
Oh, holy cow! That is
I've seen pictures of it and seen it on TV and stuff, but I've just never.
So when you watch the Hallmark movies, do you think that's real snow?
No.
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not, though.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell, I think. Sometimes you can tell when it's fake and when it's not real snow.
Yeah, when you're watching the Hallmark movie and the snow is blowing upwards because of the snow machine that's making it, it's probably not real snow, not natural snow.
Right, exactly. But yeah, I can tell when it's real snow and when it's not real snow because I'm the type of person when I watch a movie, I actually pay attention to the detail. I know I'm weird. I pay attention to the detail.
That's the purpose of watching the Hallmark movies, is to watch the backgrounds, to watch the details, and see what's going on.
And I know a lot of them film over by you, don't they?
Yeah, that's kind of how I started getting into watching the Hallmark movies. Was they like you drive around the city here? I'm in Winnipeg in Canada, and we're not the major hub for filming Hallmark movies, but they usually film 1 or 2 or 3 a year here. Are you hearing a muffling sound, by the way?
No.
I hear a muffling sound.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if it's your mic or my mic.
Weird. I don't know.
What do you?
Is that better?
No, it's worse.
Worse? I don't know. Weird.
Okay,
Maybe I have it too close. Is that better?
I think so.
Okay.
There's like a rub, like something's rubbing against the microphone.
Oh, it's probably
Your
okay.
cat.
No, I don't have a cat. I don't have any animals. No, it's probably the because the modem wire is above me, so the modem's above me, and maybe
Okay.
that's what it is.
It's better now. It's gone now. That's better. It was very annoying.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, okay, let's start. So as I was saying, so they filmed. Oh, now it's working. It's annoying.
I don't know.
Like you're outside in the wind.
Weird. I have no clue.
It is really bad. Like it is hard to hear you. It could be me. Mute your mic if you can. Just for 2 seconds. Okay, put it back on. Yeah, it's definitely coming from your mic. It's sort of muffling.
Oh, maybe I have stuff on top of the mic. Maybe that's fine.
Maybe, or if you have the wind or air conditioner blowing on it or a fan.
No.
No.
Here.
This is very entertaining for people to listen to.
Right?
It was weird because we were talking beforehand and it wasn't muffly at all.
Hold on. Let me see if this is better. Because I do have a whole bunch of crap on my desk. Is that better?
I think so. What type of mic do you have?
I don't know. I got it from Amazon, so it's
Okay.
it's a M.
But is it sitting on your desk or is it on an arm or how is it?
It's in the center of my desk.
Okay. Alrighty.
And the pretzel, is it better now?
It's muffly. There's something definitely.
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to have Mark look at it.
Yeah.
Weird. I don't know.
Okay. So they filmed the movies here. So they don't film them in the winter. They film them in July and August and September, like the hottest months of the year, and it gets hot here. I mean, it doesn't stay hot, but it does get hot. We don't have snow in July and August and September here, so they have to make the snow. So I'll be driving down Portage Avenue or whatever, and you look off and you'll see snow on the sidewalk.
Right.
In July, and it's not normal to see snow on the side. And they have Christmas decorations up and Christmas lights because they're filming a Hallmark movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of weird to see that, and you're not expecting to see that. So that's what kind of got me starting to watch these. Is like I'm gonna watch it because it's in my hometown, and maybe I'll see a store I recognize or a building or something I recognize. So that's why I kind of started watching them. So then, as I was watching them, I realized these things are really bad. They're bad in a good way. Like it's the same story pretty much every time. The boy meets girl, girl meets boy. They start off not liking each other, and then they end up falling in love, and they all live happily ever after. And you start seeing the same themes all the time, where her name is Holly, or her name is Eve, or her name is Christmas, or something like that, or somebody has a Christmas type name in the show. They always are drinking cocoa, and you never see their breath. Like when it's cold outside, like they're outside freezing, they're acting like they're freezing. You don't see their breath. That's a dead giveaway that they're not filming it in the dead of winter. And I started really enjoying the bloopers, like the stuff like that. And that's why I originally was starting off watching them more or less making fun of them, but I started enjoying them the more I watched them. And now I start posting them on Facebook and kind of doing reviews on them, and people seem to enjoying my reviews of where they were filmed and kind of behind the scenes a little bit. I'll put in, and I'll just do like a little, like a 1 paragraph review on Facebook from time to time whenever I catch one. How about you, Katie? How did you get into them?
I started watching them with my mom when my mom was around. Before she passed away. She's been gone for like 12 years now, but we would watch them together every like Christmas in July and stuff like that. And then we would just like have like a girls' night, and we would just have hot cocoa and like chocolates and stuff like that, and just watch the movies. Even though that some of them are bad, some of them are good. It just depends on what you like that time or whatever. But I did watch one recently with one of the Tamara sisters, one of the Maori sisters, and this one was like a different like Hallmark one. It just came out this year, and this one was like kind of like a different one than your normal like Hallmark movie, because this one they were like detectives, and they were trying to figure out who this art thief was and stuff like that. And I actually really liked this one out of all the Hallmark movies, just because it was a little different. This one, like, you know how like the boyfriends or whatever go away for a little while for like a week, they make it look like a week or something, and then they come back together. And this one, they were like together the whole time, pretty much. So it was just interesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is different and it is unusual when you get one that has like a different storyline almost. Christmas in Vienna was one I watched recently, where it was filmed in Vienna, and it was filmed at Christmas time, so you could tell right away because you could see their breath when they're talking. It was just a different quality film than the ones that are filmed in Winnipeg, for example,
right,
or Vancouver, or Seattle.
Right.
So yeah, so it's interesting that how you once in a while when you turn one on, especially if you don't read what they're about. I like to go into them not knowing what the story's about.
Yeah, I don't read the story either. I just say, oh, this one looks good, I'm gonna click this one.
Yeah. And you mentioned about how sometimes they're good and sometimes they're bad. Like when they're good, they're good, but when they're bad, they're great.
Right.
If you know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
you'll be watching them, and they're acting like they're freezing, and in the background you can see green trees, like kind of past the snow line with green leaves on them, which you would never see green leaves in winter, and people walking down the sidewalk wearing shorts
Right.
behind
Yeah.
them that are just people that just have me walking down the sidewalk wearing shorts that the camera
Right.
caught.
Well, I think a lot of them on Hallmark are like low budget films. They're not like really expensive, elaborate, like blockbuster films. So I think that's also why you see a lot of the imperfections of the movie.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it too is these are like they hire people, like you said, like it's low budget, so they hire people that are kind of learning how to do filmmaking,
Mhm.
and they don't quite have the experience or the eye, maybe they don't care to be aware of that type of stuff happening in the background.
Right, exactly. I mean, like they do have some of them are like main name celebrities that they have,
Hmm.
but most of the time it's just like actors or actresses that are up and coming or just wanting to do like an independent film or something like
Yeah,
that too.
or actors and actresses that used to be popular
Hmm.
and they still have a kind of a name attached to them.
Yes, that too. But it's kind of cool though how to see like all of them like intermeet and intertwine together too. Some
Hmm.
of the characters you could tell that they like know each other in real life or met each other, and some of them you're just like, oh, this is kind of off.
Yes, yes, absolutely. You could tell, and it's got to be difficult for the actors and actresses because a lot of them you know that they're friends, and they'll say in behind the scenes videos you'll watch of them that they're friends, but then they have romantic scenes together.
Right, exactly.
That's got to be awkward.
I'm sure it is because I can only imagine how many takes they have to get just right for them like to kiss or something like that. You know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Or
I
how many?
always wondered, like, how many takes does it take for them to do something like that? Or, like, when they're hugging or, like, holding each other close, how many takes do they actually have to do that? Or if
Yeah.
their breath stinks or something.
Well, seeing as how it's a Hallmark movie, I'm guessing it's two tops. I don't
Maybe.
think that they put too much. Digital is expensive. It used to be. They're not
Right.
using film anymore. But yeah,
Right. Yeah. But I'm just, like, wondering, I think most movies are not film anymore. I think they're all digital just about
exactly.
now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. There was a film crew that was filming here in Winnipeg, and I guess they had $250,000 worth of camera equipment in a van,
Hmm.
like in a trailer that was attached to the truck, and somebody stole the truck with the trailer and
Oh.
all the film equipment.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so they went on the local news, kind of pleading with everybody and anybody to return our truck and our equipment, more our equipment than anything. And they actually did end up getting the equipment back and the trailer back, but the truck is still missing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Did they ever find the guy? Or the
I don't
girl?
think I don't think they ever found the people, or I haven't heard yet if they found the truck. But the I'm trying to remember what the name of the movie is that they're making. It was a movie about stealing vehicles.
That's that's ironic.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was called uh, what the heck was it? Van jacking or something like that. It's a movie that's going to be coming out, I guess, that we're filming here. But yeah, it's about stealing vehicles. What the movie was about. So
That's really
it,
interesting.
it was pretty funny. So even the producers that were on the TV talking about it, they were saying how ironic it is that this is the movie that they're making, and then their truck gets stolen.
Right? One of the least Hallmark ones that I liked was the one, it was like one that they filmed in Louisiana, Christmas by the Bayou or something. I didn't
Oh,
like
okay.
that one as much.
Oh, how come?
Um, I don't know. It was just like weird to see like Christmas in like Louisiana because I don't think it snows there, does it?
No, no, it
And
wouldn't have.
and when you think of Christmas, I think of like snow and stuff. I mean, like it doesn't snow here in Florida
I was gonna
either,
say you're
but
in Florida. You don't get snow. You never even seen snow. How could Christmas
no,
being snow
no.
to you?
But most Christmas movies that I watch, I like to see like the snow and stuff like that. I don't like to see like because I live in Florida, I don't want to see that.
Yeah,
But I just didn't like the story as much in that one.
Yeah, I will say it was interesting. I went to California one year around Christmas time, and it was really different seeing Christmas decorations on houses and that with no snow in the yard.
Oh yeah, we have that all the time here in Florida
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
They do have fake snow, or that, like, that snow stuff that you can get from like the craft store.
hmm
You can get stuff like that here, and that's what people do here.
yeah. Well, that's what the Hallmark movies do too.
Yeah, I'll have to show you this one house. It's over by my brother's house, and they play Disney music. And it's really cool because they have like a projector, and they project it on like this like Christmas tree and stuff like that, and it's really cool. Last year they did Frozen, they did Star Wars, and they did a Minion thing. It was
Okay,
really cool.
very cool. So, now I'm in Canada. Is there an actual Hallmark channel
In Florida,
in the U.S.?
Yeah.
Because we don't have a Hallmark channel.
So how do you watch them?
Well, we have it's called W Network,
Uh-huh.
which is actually it used to be, they used to call it the Women's Network, and
Okay.
I guess they dropped the women's part and just called it the W Network now. So
Yeah.
so they show around Christmas, like they starting basically November 1st through the end of the year, pretty much 24-hour Christmas movies.
Yes.
And they have the
what
new
Hallmark
Saved
does
by the
here.
Bell once in a while, but other than that, it's just strictly Hallmark movies. Is all that they show 24 hours. Is that what they show on the Hallmark channel at Christmas
Yes.
time? Is
Yes, but also throughout the year, Hallmark has like a winter themed, or like a 4th of July themed and stuff like that movies as well. The
okay.
Hallmark channel does. And then they also have like Hallmark drama, Hallmark mysteries and drama and stuff like that too. So
So
there's
they got a few channels.
we have a
Okay.
few channels.
Okay. There's another one called CTV Drama that I don't subscribe to, but they show Hallmark movies all year, all season as well.
And then we also have Lifetime, which is also, they show like their own like Christmas movies, which are equivalent to Hallmark movies.
We do get
too.
Lifetime here, but I don't subscribe to it either.
So yeah.
I just got the basic cable, and the W channel comes with the basic cable. So
Right.
why
I have YouTube TV. Actually, YouTube TV didn't have the Hallmark channel, and they just finally now just put it on. So I had to buy the Hallmark channel, and it was like $4 a month or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So now I canceled that, and now I can watch Hallmark.
And really, like $4 a month, whatever, for a whole month worth of Hallmark movies isn't bad at all.
No. It's because my mother-in-law, she likes Hallmark movies as well. So
Mhm.
we'll watch them sometimes and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's a lot of fun.
I have a furry visitor on the desk right now.
He came down with you?
She did. Well, no, yeah, she's.
Oh, hi, kitty. What's her
You might
name?
hear her purring. Okay, that's the microphone. You're not supposed to be chewing that.
What's her name?
Stella.
Oh, she's so cute.
There we
Hi,
go.
baby. Hi,
Okay.
Stella. She's so cute. Is that your only animal?
No, we have 2 cats. We
Oh.
did have 3, but one of them recently passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, baby.
This one's my girl, though. But she is just a Klingon lately. I don't know what it is.
Maybe she's cold and just wants you to cuddle her.
I'm not sure what it is. She's been really, really cuddly lately. Anyways, yeah. So the Hallmark movies are, I like a lot of people. They say to me, they go, "How could you watch those? They're just horrible. They're all the same." And I go, "Well, that's why I watch them."
Right.
It's kind of like the Home Alone movies. You see
Right.
one Home Alone movie, you've basically seen all the Home Alone movies.
Yeah, except for the newest one. I didn't like it. I thought it was awful.
Okay, we talk. How do you not like the newest Home Alone?
I don't know.
Home Alone, Sweet Home. What's it called? Home Sweet Home Alone.
Yeah, I didn't like it because I'm so used. Don't forget, I'm not really a sequel type of person, so I don't really like sequels or prequels or anything like that. The only sequels that I actually really liked were like the Lord of the Rings sequels and stuff like that. So for me, I only like the first 2 Home Alones. I don't like the third one. The third one's better than the fourth one, but I didn't like the Sweet Home Alone just because I don't know if it was just not funny enough for me or what it was, but I just didn't like it.
The first half is really bad in this new one. Other than the line where they're watching TV, and you know from the first one when their family's watching TV and they had that keep the change, you filthy animal. They're watching that
Yeah.
old black and white movie.
Yeah.
So while they're watching TV, they're watching that movie, but it's a remake of that movie and it's in space.
Mm-hmm.
And the so the guy goes, he shoots everybody with these lasers, and he goes, "Keep the change, you filthy animals!" And they're sitting on the couch watching this, and
Yeah.
one of the, I think it's the dad or whoever, turns to the uncle or something. He goes, "Why do they remake these classic movies? They're never as good as the originals. Nobody likes them."
Right.
And we're talking about fantasy portraying reality.
Right.
We're sitting on the couch going, "Why are they remaking Home Alone? Nobody likes these movies when they remake them."
Right.
So I thought
Yeah.
that was a fun line, a fun poke at
That was. And then I mean like the second half was okay because it was your traditional like Home Alone, but the first half, I don't know, I just didn't think it fit with the Home Alone movies, really.
Yeah, and then there was the kind of the guest appearance of one of the original actors.
Yes.
So that was a nice treat to see in this one as well.
Yeah, and Buzz, it was cool to see Buzz in there, and
I wasn't going to spoil for people, but seeing as how you did.
but they don't know what part though.
Yeah, but yeah, so Buzz McAllister makes a guest appearance in this one, and it was great to see him, and it's cool that he references the original movie as well in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's replacing the original movie. It's like a continuation of the story almost, where
Right.
he says, "Yeah, I remember when my parents left my snotty nosed brother home alone,"
Right. Yeah.
because it would never happen again.
Right. Exactly. But it did happen again though in the other one in Home Alone in New York. He's left alone in New York.
Yeah. Then he goes, "Well, it wouldn't happen a third time." Well, I think it's not like the sixth Home Alone movie, is it not?
I think so. I think there's like I don't know.
I think this is like the sixth one.
Let's find out. This is what we do on live broadcast. We
Time out
research it up.
to do some research while we're recording.
Yep. I've done it a few times because sometimes I don't know the answer when I have people on,
Mm-hmm.
and I just do it. I just do it sometimes.
What you need is an Alexa. You could just yell out, "Alexa, how many Home Alone movies have there been?"
So it's saying there's 5.
So this is the 5th one.
Hold on, wait. There's Home Alone that came out in 1990. Home Alone 2 that came out in 1992. The Home Alone 3 that came out in 1997. And then there's Home Alone 4. And then there's the Home Alone Holiday Home Alone that came out in 2012. So there's 6 of them.
Yeah, that's what I thought. This is the number 6 of the Home Alone.
I didn't see Home Alone The Holiday Heist. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, you could skip that one. If you're gonna, this one was better than that one. And I believe number 4 is one where they have that race car, and it's like the Russians are trying to get that race car back, the RC, the remote control car.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I guess they hide a chip in it or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I believe that was number 4. That one was actually pretty good.
So I've seen the first 3 when they had the different actors. So I've seen the first 3.
Yeah.
And then that actor became famous as well. He's been in a couple of things too.
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin's been in a lot of things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
And I didn't know that he used to date Mila Kunis for a long time. I didn't know that.
I did not know that either.
Yeah. And now he's dating Brenda Song from the Disney Channel from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody now.
I have no idea who those people are. I have heard of the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
So basically, she plays London Tipton, and her dad owns the hotel that Zack and Cody live in.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that they live in a hotel in the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their mom's like the singer at the hotel, so because she's the singer, they get to live at the hotel for free.
Oh, cool.
It's a cute like little show, but they're like annoying like little kids, you know, like running around the hotel making a big mess at the hotel and stuff like that and getting into trouble.
Exactly, probably why I never watched it.
You'd probably think they were annoying because
I probably would.
a lot of people think that show's like annoying because you know how like sometimes kid actors can be annoying.
Yes, and that's one of the things in the Hallmark movies too. Is for the most part, I have to say they get really good kid actors.
Yes, they do.
I don't know who's their casting agents are or whatever, but for the most part, they seem to, the odd time you get a kid in there that's a bit annoying, but generally speaking, they're very good actors.
I agree. And then they're like so like well behaved too.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Quite often they're better actors than the lead actor in the
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes and then I know right now on the Hallmark they have like their own like morning like show on Hallmark, and some of those actors are actually in those Christmas movies as well.
Oh, okay. So what's
hmm
it, like the Hallmark Morning Show? That's what it's called?
I don't know what it's called exactly. I
Okay.
think it's called Hallmark Home and Decor Show or some kind of thing like that. But it's basically like their Good Morning America.
Okay.
I
don't get the Hallmark channel, so I don't get to see that.
I don't know if you know what Good Morning America is.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I get that. It's the same
Okay,
idea
yeah,
as that. Yeah.
yeah, same idea as that.
Something that I'm kind of surprised they don't do more of. They do it from time to time in the odd movie. Is kind of promote the Hallmark merchandise
hmm
during the movie. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like the odd time you'll see they'll pick up an ornament that'll be from a Hallmark box and packaging, and they'll open it up. It'd be like baby's
right,
first Christmas, and they'll hang that on the tree. But it's very rare, and it's not in every movie. If
right.
if I was in charge of Hallmark, I'd be like, okay, you guys got to be like, they sell like knickknacks and all sorts of stuff at Hallmark, and greeting cards especially.
hmm
That's what they kind of originally known for, and now more so the ornaments. If I was in charge of Hallmark, it'd be, you guys got to be getting product placement in these movies.
Right. I know they use Blossom Hill, which is one of their partners. So all their trees and decorations and stuff are from Blossom Hill, or however you say that
But
place.
that's like an artificial tree company.
It's like a yeah, and they also have like decorations and home decor and stuff like that.
Okay.
So a
Yeah.
lot of their like decorations that you see in the movies are from Blossom Hill because they
Yeah.
have like statues and bows and stuff like that too.
Because quite often the storyline will revolve around like a special ornament that
hmm
used to be in the family that got lost or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's, you kind of understand they wouldn't be advertising the latest Kermit the Frog ornament if it was
Right.
the storyline. It's going to be a special star that was on top of the tree that they sold at a garage sale accidentally, and then somebody finds it, and
Right.
the guy has it on his tree when she meets him for the first time, and yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think they should do like their ornaments because their ornaments are really nice and they're really cool ornaments.
Exactly. I'm shocked that they don't promote it more.
I have a few of them. I have a few Disney ones and then a few not Disney ones, but I have a couple of them.
The Hallmark Star Wars ships,
hmm
I've got every one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I got a couple of those. I only got two of those.
Yeah, I every year since they started. I think the first one was the Death Star that came out first? Oh, or was it the Darth Vader's TIE Fighter?
I
I think it
don't
might have been the
remember.
first one. Yeah, but
But I
I got that one, and then I bought one every year ever since then. And now sometimes it's 2 or 3 ships a year come out.
right.
They're not cheap.
No, they're not cheap. They're expensive. Like $30 for an ornament or $40 for an ornament. But they do something special. That's why I like Hallmark ornaments because they all do something special.
Well,
Just
some of them
wow.
just sit there and you just look at them. But yeah.
Yeah, some of them, but most of them I buy the more expensive ones, the ones that like light up the tree or something.
hmm So when
You
we
know.
do have our tree up, because we all Stella's here, and Stella's a tree climber, so we haven't had a tree in years up. But
Hmm.
before Stella came to our family, we have like all these Star Wars ships, and a lot of them they just plug into the Christmas light string
Oh, okay,
rather than having
nice.
batteries. The older one, the newer ones have batteries, but the older ones they would actually you unplug a light and you plug it into the light socket.
Hmm.
So when you turn on our tree, all the ships turn on at the same time. So,
Oh, that's kind of
so
cool.
you hear Darth Vader breathing, and you hear the Emperor yelling
Hmm.
something, and you hear Tie fighters shooting, and you hear lightsabers lighting up, and that's kind of like our family Christmas sound is the
Right.
tree turning on and all the Hallmark ornaments coming on at the same time.
That's really cool. And so, what do you do with the ornaments since you can't hang up a tree? Do you just put them on a shelf somewhere, or do you just?
They're sitting in a box in a bag in the basement, waiting for us to someday have a tree again.
Oh, okay. You can't even get like a small tree. She'll still try to climb that,
Yeah,
like a small
I
table
have
tree.
videos of her climbing up the tiny tree I bought. I bought a tree for her.
Oh,
It was
okay.
very inexpensive, and I went to the dollar store and bought those so-called unbreakable ornaments
Hmm.
and and put those on the tree, and then I put that up on a table, and yeah, she had that down at about 3 seconds.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've never heard of a cat trying to climb a tree before.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, she climbs them immediately. That's
Does she
her.
go up in the kitchen, like in the kitchen counter? My friend's cats love to climb up in the kitchen counters.
Well, she spends a lot of time on top of our fridge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's able to get up on the fridge. The other cats have never been up there. She's the only one that spends time on top of the fridge. She's able
Yeah,
to.
one time when I was at my friend's house, I think it was around Christmas time. We were having like a Christmas party or something. Her cat was up in the cupboard where you get the glasses, and I'm like, get down from there. And so I took off all the glasses and cleaned them because I was like, your cat was all over this.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want cat hair in my drink.
No. Yeah. No kidding. We have basically trained him to not go on the kitchen table or the dining
Hmm.
room table. I mean, they do anyways. Like
Right.
I wake up, I'll be sewing a shirt and I'll leave the fabric out on the table. I'll come back and you can tell where they were sleeping on that shirt or on that
Oh,
fabric.
right. Well, your shirts are awesome. I love your shirts.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, he makes his own shirts. Everybody,
Yeah.
they're really cool.
We were talking about the Hallmark movies and talking about the artificial trees. I was
Hmm.
watching this one Hallmark. I'm sorry I can't remember the name of it, but they went out to a tree lot and they were buying a tree for Christmas,
Hmm.
and they picked out a tree, and what they brought home, and you can see him. He goes, "Well, I got the axe. I'll chop it down." And then they brought in an artificial tree that you could totally tell it was an artificial tree that they were bringing into the house, and they had strapped
Right.
through the roof of the car
Hmm.
and tied up
Sometimes
like.
you can tell. I think you can sometimes tell. I think once they get it into the apartment, so when they put it on the cars, I think it's like a fake tree, and then when it's in the house, I think it's like a real tree.
This thing was a fake tree from the moment they put it on top of their car to the time they decorated in their house. It was, and it wasn't even a good fake tree. Like it was a
Right.
really like who was in charge of props for that movie for Hallmark? Like my goodness, if you want a tree, come see me. I'll get you a Christmas tree in July. Like the evergreens are evergreen. They're not going to be.
Right. That actually, that's one of my favorite Hallmark movies is Christmas in Wintergreen or Evergreen or whatever it's called, and
Mhm.
that one has like a cute like little story to it. It's like this magical like snow globe, and it's like an interesting like story. That's one of my favorite ones.
The the magical snow globe is probably in about 4 or 5 different uh, Hallmark movies over the years, if not more, probably a dozen.
Right.
Like
And then
how many do they make a year?
I don't know. They make like so between now, like I think they make okay. So the new ones are starting to come out every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they make like so they do the month of November. They start in the month of November and then go all the way until I think like New Year's, just
Yeah.
about. So
So is
if
that
you
like
think,
8 weeks?
yeah, so if you think about it, there are the newer Hallmark movies come out every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so they have to make like about maybe 40, 50 movies maybe.
Yeah.
So
Like I
they
say, like in my own city, they probably make about 3 or 4 every year.
so they probably have to actually start even now making some of them too.
I'm guessing they probably do. I don't know if they like they're not here
Right.
in Winnipeg or anywhere, but they might be in Vancouver. It's still warm in Vancouver. And mind you, they got a lot of BC's got some really rough weather now with flooding and mudslides.
In Vancouver?
Well, just west of Vancouver,
Oh, okay.
in the valley, there's major flooding and mudslides, and like they're limiting how much gasoline people can buy, and they're running out of milk and bread and everything. Like trucks can't get in or out because all the highways are closed.
Oh, wow.
It's a mess there, yeah.
That sounds like Florida during a hurricane.
Yeah, but this goes on for a really long time because they got to clear out the highways and the power's out and everything. Like it's
Oh, yeah.
it's
That's
not a good
crazy.
scene there.
So
And
maybe
you're
they
dealing with
do
mountains also that you can't pass. Like
right.
yeah.
Maybe they do some movies in California too.
Oh, they do them everywhere. Like I said, like they were filming in Venice. That one that I watched.
Right. And I know they do a lot in New York too.
Do they though?
I've seen a couple of them in New York.
I know that the setting is New York, but New York is a very expensive city to film movies in.
I know it is. I've seen one of them. I've seen they were walking in Central Park.
See, there's a park that's actually not too far from me here that is often used in movies as Central Park in movies.
Huh? I never knew that.
Yeah, because we have like the duck pond and we have the bridges and we have the foresty area and we have the open lawns and everything. It's very Central Park-esque. So they'll film movies there, and you would swear they're filming in Central Park.
Right.
But then when you read it, they'll say it's filmed in Winnipeg or filmed in Canada or BC or
right.
Ontario.
Yeah. One of the ones, I don't remember what movie it was. This was like a couple years ago, but they were like in New York because of the skating rink that New York has, and I recognized that. And they were at somewhere in Central Park because Central Park is huge.
Yeah, see that's going to be a movie with a higher budget though. Like the Home Alone movie, the one in New York, that was filmed in New York.
Right.
But that's got a bigger budget than.
Right. Than HallMark has. HallMark's like low budget films.
Yeah. Christmas of and who comes up with these names? Like, how do they keep coming up with names for all these Hallmark movies?
I don't know. Maybe they're like, okay, you guys think of these fun names for Hallmark, and they have a team that just makes up the names or something. Like I like the one with Cameron Candace Bure, the Christmas shoes one, where she was like in the Christmas, like the what is it called? A Shoe Addict's Christmas. That one was really cute.
I believe that one was filmed here as well. I believe that one was filmed in my city.
And that one was really cute. And I don't know where they come up with the different movies that they come up with.
Yeah. So if you're going to do a Christmas movie about shoes, a Christmas shoe addict makes sense as a title.
Right.
But then you'll get a movie where it's your basic, she moves to a small town and she's a lawyer and she ends up falling in love with the local carpenter or whatever it is.
Right.
And it would be like Christmas Wonderland or Christmas, they just seem to always have Christmas in the name, and they always seem to have a new name. Like,
right.
It's almost like as if they just put names into a hat and they pull them out and they go, that's what our movie's called.
Right. Or they make a game out of it, maybe.
Yeah. They have words on a wall and they throw darts at the wall.
Oh, this is what it lands on.
Yeah.
I just find it funny how some of the names they come up with, sometimes I'm like laughing at the names because they're just like names that are like funny or quirky or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they have one called The December Bride, and it's about like this like couple getting married in like December. I'm like, couldn't you come up with something more original than December Bride or something?
Well, that's just it. I think coming up with names like if you're an artist and you do a lot of paintings, it can't be easy to come up with a name for your painting every time.
No, there's not. I don't think. The only person that I know that that was really good is like Van Gogh. He's really good at coming up with names for his paintings, but he was like back in the day where there was no technology.
Yeah.
And all he had was his mind to think for him. Because now you can put a name into Google and it will tell you these are the names that come up with.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, if you were making a Figment painting, you want to come up with an original name for the Figment painting. What are you gonna, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And there's how many Figment paintings out there? And
There's
you
a
want to have
lot.
and you want to have an original name for your painting. It's hard to come up with. Probably harder than coming up with the concept of Figment
Right.
painting.
I wonder how Disney did come up with Figment because he's one of my favorite characters. But I'm just like, how did they come up with this cute, like little like dragon?
Yeah, like, because if you think of a figment of your imagination, does a dragon come to mind first?
No.
Right. Like, I would probably come up with a glowing orb.
Right.
This is my figment of my imagination. This glowing orb.
Right. Exactly. Like I'm just wondering how people come up with certain things that you're like, how did they come up with that?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, I want to smoke what they're smoking.
I don't know if I want to. I might not partake in that.
I'm only kidding. I was just trying to make a joke. But it's just like sometimes like some of the things that people come up with, like even around Christmas time, I'm just like, how did they come up with that?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I like I also liked the one I liked a few of the Christmas movies, and then I also liked some of the fall ones that they have. They also have like a Thanksgiving like one too.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they have like a Thanksgiving movie. They make a couple of Thanksgiving ones, but they're not really like they play them in like the October because they're more fall, I guess.
So they play them for the Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yes.
In October.
Yes.
Versus the later Thanksgiving that the Americans celebrate.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Are you guys open on Thursday? Because you guys already celebrated your Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. Thursday is pretty much the 25th of November for us, which is an ordinary day.
Right.
It's not celebrated at all here.
Yeah.
But we do have Black Friday, which is kind of odd.
Oh, I thought that was only like an American thing.
Well, it used to be, but for some reason Canada has adopted it, and everybody goes out for Black Friday shopping now. That's the big holiday thing,
right?
And it's kind of like how Hallmark created Valentine's Day,
right?
And I don't know who came up with Black Friday.
I don't know either.
Was it Sears? Was it Walmart? I don't know. But yeah, so the retailers here in Canada are going, they got a good thing in the States. We need to have a Black Friday sales too. So yeah, Black Friday sales are everywhere here.
Right. Well, I know Amazon's already started it and Shop Disney's already started it because I bought stuff from both. But I just find it interesting. I used to go on Thanksgiving night to go Black Friday shopping and my Christmas shopping. But now, because of the whole pandemic and everything's basically closed. So you can't even go anymore.
Everything's closed there?
Yeah, on Thanksgiving now, yeah.
Oh,
just about the only thing that's open are like the gas station, McDonald's is open, Burger King, Taco Bell, like those fast food places are open, and like our drugstore, so like CVS and Walgreens are open.
Okay. Is your store open like Christmas Day or New Year's Day or anything?
No, we're open so we close, Publix closes on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter, and then we close early on New Year's Day and New Year's Eve.
How about Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve we close early too. We close at like 7.
Yeah, it's the same here. We're pretty much only closed Christmas Day now.
Oh wow.
Which is really odd because we've never been. In the past we were always closed like all the major holidays, but yeah,
right.
It's odd now that that's the only day we close, and the only days we really close early is Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
Right. Yeah. So we close. So on Christmas Eve we close at 7. Then we're closed Christmas Day, and then New Year's Eve We're open until like 9, I think it is.
Oh, wow.
And then New Year's Day we close at 8, so we close an hour early.
Okay. Yeah, we close at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
So it's like that type of thing. But most of the time I work mostly in the morning on those days just because it's easier for me and my family, because my family does Christmas on Christmas Eve. So we open presents and stuff like that. And then Christmas Day, we just kind of just hang out and just have a nice dinner or whatever.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Katie, I'm going to wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
And I'm going to grab myself a nice comforter or a nice blanket and a bowl of chicken noodle soup and turn on some Hallmark movies and spend my afternoon in front of the tube.
That's what I'm going to do too. I'm going to watch I started watching, this isn't a Hallmark movie, but it's do you have Netflix over there? Do you guys have Netflix?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I started watching, it has Vanessa Hodges in it, and it's called The Christmas Witch or something like that. And the 3rd installment just came out, so I'm going to watch that, and then I'm going to watch Hallmark movies.
The Christmas Witch?
Yeah.
I'll have to write that one down.
I'll send it to you.
Because one thing I don't have in my life is enough things to watch. Can you see my tongue firmly placed in my cheek when I say that?
Right. So where can everybody find you?
Well, everyone probably knows me best from the Grand Circle Tour, but I also have a little show called The Solo Show, which is a lot of fun. It comes out every other week, and it's a Disney show as well. And I have a different guest or co-host every week on The Solo Show, and different topics coming up, and it's a lot of fun, that one. We like to do trip reports, stuff like that.
And I was also on one of the episodes too, Name That Tune, so you guys can catch me on the 2nd volume of that one.
Yes. When is this show coming out?
It will be, I'm popping it up as soon as, because I don't know how to edit. They all know I don't know how to edit, so guess what? It's popping up as soon as I'm done. It will be up on Anchor, and I can put it on YouTube too.
Okay, so for the people listening to this immediately, the latest edition of the Solo Show is the Name That 2 Championship Series. So
awesome.
The 3 winners from the first 3 Name That Tunes are competing against each other for the Grand Championships. So we got Jason from Grand Circle Tour, Sam from Sam Disney Diaries and the Disney Nerds, and Jeff Monoturno from the WDWPOV live show on YouTube,
nice.
going against each other head to head.
I can't wait for that episode.
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's going to be coming out this
I would have thought on the episode before that, I would have thought Jeremy would have won because he knows music. I would have thought that he would have won.
Just about everybody put their money on Jeremy on that one. It was.
I would have never. I mean, like, no offense to Jeff, I love Jeff and everything, but I would have thought Jeremy would have won. I knew Jason was gonna win, and then out of the one that I was on, I put myself as last. I was like, no, I'm gonna be last, but I ended up coming in 2nd.
So between Sam, Jason, and Jeff, who do you think is going to win that?
I don't know. Maybe Jay.
You think Jay? Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Because Jay listens to so much music. Like, anytime that I text him, I'm like, Jay, what you doing? Listen to the soundtrack?
Yeah, he does listen to a lot of music. But then
either that or Doctor Who. He listens to Disney or Doctor Who all the time. So
Jeff drives around, and all he does is listen to Disney music while he drives around.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has like a van, and he has a hard drive in his van that's just only Disney music.
Oh, wow.
And it displays the song title and the movie and everything on his dash when he's listening to it. So that's really how he ended up pulling it out of his hat in the round 3 that he won.
That's awesome. And then also everybody can find you on Saturday nights on Now That's Disney too.
Right. Now That's Disney Saturday nights and Grand Circle Tour Live Monday nights.
Mm-hmm. And then Grand Circle Tour has a podcast that comes out every week just about too, right? Yeah.
It's a weekly show. Sometimes we do 2 a week, and that's been going for years now. We're coming up to 4 years on that one.
That's crazy. I've listened to the older ones. I've listened to some of the older ones. It's kind of fun to see a podcast and how much they've grown over time.
Yeah, there's been a few changes over the years, and we got some big announcements coming up in the new year for sure.
That's awesome, and I can't wait to hear them. Yeah. And you guys know where to find me. You can find me on Spotify, anywhere you find your podcast, Popping the Popcorn. You can find me on Facebook/groups Popping the Popcorn. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and I also have a Patreon. You can go on Patreon/Popping the Popcorn. And I want to thank Amy and Dana from the Ring Eat Drink podcast, and Josh. And I hope you guys all have a great Thanksgiving on Thursday. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Casey.
You're welcome, Stan.